Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his spot. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the first down. Punt team on the field. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should. Thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Duffy. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked. Now this offense is back on the field. Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. A make the stop, and that is out of your punt cover unit. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Only a couple there, and now stare. Third and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Got it. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Tight end getting vertical. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll play it safe and try for 3. What a disappointment. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab. It's Galloway. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. On the move, it's Baxter. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's 16.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll leave it with him. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Into the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high scoring game after high scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the
40. And the offense will take over.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Calls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab right down the middle. And no one cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Moore. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Baxter. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He wants to throw it again. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped.
22, and the offense will take over. First and
We'll
10.
see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He makes the tackle.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, it's Duffy. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find
13. And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He ends up getting tackled.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. At the 20. Touchdown. They've taken control here in week 9.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Erickson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the run, it's Baxter.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Going with the ground game left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's got an open man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Duffy. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go to the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's a heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.